Hi everybody, I just got back from walking the Camino and today I want to show you what I had in my backpack. So if you're planning your first Camino, I'll walk you through what I have packed, what I actually used, what I didn't need, and maybe some stuff that I wish I brought with me from home. So this is the backpack. It's a 48-liter Gregory backpack. It was enough for me for 3 weeks of Camino, and also if I had only 2 weeks or even more, like a 1 month Camino, I would take exactly the same thing from home. So I will open it, I will present every item one by one, and then I don't know, I will put the weight on the screen for every item just for you to make an idea about it. So let's start it. Let's open the actual backpack. Let's see. First, I have a compression bag with clothes. This is all the clothes I had with me. So I will start presenting to you. I had 2 t-shirts, technical t-shirts, very light, very good for after shower, for sleeping. I use these to sleep in them. So I wish I brought 3 from home, but I only took 2. So this is one of the things that I was missing. I will put them here. Very light, very easy. I had 3 merino tops like this, long sleeve. One is on me, the other 2 are here. This was my everyday use for the actual Camino. Very good. Okay. One pair of pants. Again, very good after shower, very good after the walking to go to supermarket or to a restaurant or to something. It's very light, very easy. I also use this to sleep in them. The pair that it's on me, it was my main pair for the Camino. So this I used every day. This for sleeping and for after shower. Also, I had a pair of shorts. So these are the shorts pants. I used them for a few days, but the temperature in April, beginning of May was kind of low, so I mostly used the long pants. But this was handy in some situations. Okay, I had another pair of shorts for again after showers or for sleeping, but I didn't use them too much. Probably this I won't take again with me, so I would leave at home next time. Maybe if you go during the summer, this is also good for taking a bath in the sea, but for me it was not the case. Okay, moving forward, let's see. I had here 4 pairs of underwear. It's kind of the same type. Yeah, you can laugh at me. I wear this type of underwear. So yeah, like this. And 4 pairs were enough because I was doing laundry once a week, and I could do with 4 pairs. Okay, next socks. Socks I had more pairs. 7 pairs you can see here, because these are light as weight and doesn't take too much space, so why not? I used all of them, and I'm happy that I took 7, because socks get so dirty after a wear, you cannot wear them anymore. Okay. And this was the compression bag where I keep my clean clothes. I have another compression bag that I used, different color, the gray one, that I used when some of the clothes were dirty. I would put the dirty one in gray, and the clean one will stay in blue, just for me to know exactly what is clean and what is not, so not to mix them up. Okay. Next, I had a hat for sun. Yeah, very useful. I use this every day, so just like this. Okay, nice. I'll put this here. Okay. What more? Next. Okay, rain jacket. Very useful again, because we had a lot of rain, so If you don't bring a poncho, many people bring a poncho, but I prefer the rain jacket because it gives me mobility. I was also able to film, and I don't know, it gives me more mobility than a poncho. I don't like poncho, so I used a very light rain jacket, very good. Again, I will put the weights for everything on the screen, just for you to have an idea. Okay, let's see, next, down jacket. Okay, very useful again, because in the evenings it was sometimes cold, so I took this after shower, and this is not the actual thing where I keep it. So this is the down jacket, very light, very useful. I use this every day after showers, when I got to the supermarket, or I don't know, even one time, one night I slept in it, because my sleeping bag, you will see later, was deep in my backpack, and I didn't have the energy to just pull it out, and this was easier to take on me during the night. I was a bit chilly, and I took this. Okay, next, okay, footwear. So the pair of shoes that you see in my feet, okay, this was the daily shoes that I use for walking every day, and I also had a pair of slippers for showers, for I don't know, walking inside the albergues, or even went to the supermarket with this, even went to the restaurant with this, because after a long day you don't want your feet back in the shoes. So very good, very useful. I would take a pair that fits better in the backpack, because see, this have this thing that don't fit very well, but because I had a big backpack, I had space for them. See, I would prefer a pair that will stick like this, but good enough. Okay, so footwear, clothes we talk about. Next, what I had here, a small bag with toiletries and medical kit, and things that everybody needs, like a small deodorant, sunscreen, I don't know, toothbrush, toothpaste, a small razor, a small fork, things like this, medicine. So this was the emergency kit, let's say. Again, very useful, everything that was inside. Okay, I had a knee protector for my knee, because I had some pain in this knee, and this was very useful. I tell you, if you have one at home, bring one, or if not, you can buy from, this is brought from Decathlon on the way. So very useful, knee protector. Okay, I had one towel from home, a small towel like this. It was very useful, but kind of small. I don't like the microfiber travel towels. I prefer this type, so I choose this one. I took it from home, and this one was a gift from another pilgrim, from Lucas, because he saw me one day complaining that I need to buy another towel, because this was used, and it was dirty and smelly, and I didn't want to use it anymore. Now it's washed, it's clean, don't worry. And he had this extra, and he didn't use it, and he said, hey, take mine, and that's how I end up with two. So in the future I would take two, because it's better, it's very light, I had space, it's not a problem. Good to have. Okay, a small backpack, a 10-liter backpack. This was very useful at the airport. So I put every electronics stuff in here, and like phones and wallet and everything, just in this. And with this I was in the plane, because the big backpack was a checking bag. Okay, so this was very useful. Also, when I went to the supermarket, sometimes I would take this just as a shopping bag. So I would put groceries in here, and yeah, very useful, good to have. Okay, next, let's see. Very important item, an umbrella for me, because I didn't use a poncho. I prefer to use the umbrella because the camera was not waterproof while filming, so I had to keep the umbrella while raining, and we had a lot of rain. So it's a very small umbrella, very good, very useful. I was holding this with a hand and camera with another hand, so I was able to film while raining. Again, I prefer this solution over poncho. If you take a big poncho, you don't need the umbrella, obviously. Okay, next. Okay, we are now to electronics. So, here I had my drone. Here is a drone, here is the controller for it. So, this I only got to use a few times. So, if I were to go again, I wouldn't take the drone and the controller, because in Portugal the weather was pretty bad and I couldn't fly the drone in strong wind and on rain. And in Spain you need a special license to raise the drone, so I didn't use it in Spain. I only used it in Portugal a few times. These together are approximately 1 kilogram, so next time I would leave this home. Drone and controller. Next, I have a small bag with also electronics like card holder, some extra batteries, some adapters for the camera, one external microphone. So electronics, just electronics here. Also in the top of the backpack I have more electronics. In here I have my charging cables for every device. So multiple charging cables for watch, for phones, for the camera, for everything. I had a charger with multiple ports. So if you take a charger, it's better to have one that is strong enough to charge multiple devices, because in every albergue at your head it's only one socket to put on. So this is very good because I could charge three devices at a time. Very good charger. I had an external power bank, 10K power bank. It was useful. I took this mostly for the drone because the drone battery dies very quickly. So if I lift it once during the day and I wanted to lift another time, I needed the external battery to charge the drone. Other than that, I don't know. I think next time I will take one extra battery for the camera and I would leave this at home because it's big and heavy. Okay, I had some headphones with me, small headphones, very useful. I use this every day because when you arrive at the albergue kind of early, you need something to do, and I was just scrolling YouTube and I don't know, Facebook or other media. Also, I was listening to WhatsApp messages and keeping in contact with my friends and family, not to disturb anybody in the room. So very good headphones. Next, here it's the actual camera that I used to film all of this adventure. It's an Action 4 DJI, and I have somewhere here also the tripod for it. Yeah, it sticks like this. Okay, and I could put this and film myself, or I could use it just to film from the hand or stuff like that. You will see the next episodes and you will see the footage from it. Also here I had an external microphone, a Sennheiser microphone that is now used to record what I'm saying, so you can see it here, but I had a big external microphone. I will put a picture on the screen. And this was my camera setup. Okay, let's see. Headlamp, only use it once because we wanted to leave at I don't know, 5:30 in the morning. and only use it for like 20 minutes doing the entire Camino. So next time don't take this. I wouldn't take it. I would just use my lights from the phone when I go to the bathroom or anything, because I was not searching through my backpack every time I was going to the bathroom to find a hand lamp to use this. The lamp from the phone, it's enough for the Camino, unless you plan to leave very early before the sunset, with many hours before. So I don't know, but I wouldn't take it anymore. Next time I will leave at home that lamp. In here I had the glasses, the sunglasses that I wear now, so this was for the glasses. I have a pen and a marker. Also inside here I have a small notepad. Yeah, just to write something on. Okay, next. This is a pillowcase. I only use it once. I took it from home because people were saying that some of the albergues don't give you pillow, and I took it just in case, but I only use it once. Only once time was this needed. I don't know if I will take it next time. No, maybe I will put the pillow inside the t-shirt or something and sleep on it like this. I wouldn't take it just for one night. Next, okay. Oh, I had a merino hat that I didn't use. It was not needed, so this not needed. I had a rain poncho, a plastic one, very light. Never open it, never use it. I wouldn't take it. I had a water filter that I thought I would use a lot, but in Spain and Portugal the water from the tap, it's actually good to drink, so I didn't need it. I only use it once while taking water from the street, from a spring on the street. But other than that, no, this I will leave home next time. Okay, and this is the sleeping bag, very useful. It's a Marmot sleeping bag. I think it is for 6 degree comfort. Very good. I used this several times because not all the albergues provide blankets. So this was useful. I would take it definitely next time. Let's see. Some vitamins that I had with me, again very useful. I still have few left because this was 20 pieces and I forgot to take everyday one, so still have some. Okay, and this is what was inside. Let's see. Oh, very important. Here I have my Camino certificate, the one that you get from Santiago at the end, just as proof that you actually did it. Very nice, with your name, and you can get one with the kilometers that you done. I'll put this here. Also in the top here I have some brochures that I took from the road that I found interesting, and the most important thing from the entire trip, the actual credential. See how many stamps? Also on this side. Yeah, this is 3 weeks of stamps. Yeah, this is the most important thing from all of this backpack, so I will keep this very, very carefully. So this is everything that was inside here. Now this is the backpack. It's a Gregory 48 liter. I already told you about it. It's a very good backpack. Here I have a tag with Just Keep Wondering, YouTube and Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I have my lucky bear. Some people are making fun of me as a guy having a toy here, but it's my lucky bear. Yeah, the backpack fits very well on me. I had many backpacks during the years, and by far this is the best. I can wear this with 10 kilograms in my back with no problem for days in a row. So here I think I had only like 8 or 9, but I was using this also when I did the Everest base camp, and then I had a lot of winter clothes inside, so it was a bit heavier. and it was perfect for me. So from many brands that I've tested until now, this Gregory backpack fits the best. Okay, so this is it. This is everything I wanted to show you. I hope it helped you in some way, and that now you know better what to take and what to leave home. Yeah, everybody is different and everybody has his own Camino, but I just wanted to give you an idea about what I used. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.